There was a time when movement meant pushing myself harder, running faster, going longer, and doing more, only to look good. And then there were long periods of almost no movement at all. I wasn't very consistent at all. But as I began to heal through nutrition, lifestyle changes, and really listening to my body, I started to understand something completely different. Movement isn't about burning calories. Looking good isn't a number on the scale. Movement is about supporting your biology, your insides. It's about feeling good, living well, and staying strong for the long term. It's one of the most powerful things we can do for our health. Movement is one of my 4 pillars, and honestly, it became one of the biggest game changers in my healing journey, especially for my energy, my autoimmune conditions, my stress, and my sleep. Today, I want to share what I learned, the science, the habits, and all the small steps that made a big difference. The way I used to see movement from something I forced has transformed into something I now crave because it makes me feel incredible inside and out. Here's what I didn't know back then. Movement is actually a detox organ. Our lymphatic system, which is our body's ability to remove waste, doesn't have a pump. It only moves when you move. Ever wonder why walking gets your bowels moving? That's why. Walking, stretching, and even breathing helps your body clear cellular waste. Did you know that sitting too long increases mortality risk? Studies show that long periods of sitting are associated with higher risks of cardiovascular disease and earlier death. Which is why, since I started working from home, I invested in a sit-stand desk to help promote standing. And honestly, I feel more focused when I stand. Movement also protects your brain. Regular physical activity increases something called the BDNF, which stands for brain-derived neurotrophic factor. It's a protein crucial for survival, growth, and nerve functioning. It's like a fertilizer for your brain cells. It supports memory, mood, and resilience, to name a few. Movement reduces inflammation, and this is huge for those living with autoimmune diseases like me, because I'm all about the things that help reduce inflammation. Authors like Dr. Walls and Darren Olian highlight movement as a non-negotiable for supporting mitochondria and long-term health. Movement strengthens bones and hormones. Do you still think weightlifting will make you bulky? Well, it can if you train for it. However, lifting weights is not just for aesthetic reasons. Weight-bearing exercises actually protects against bone loss, supports hormone balance, your metabolism, and overall longevity. So go pick up those weights and do a workout. There are a lot of free beginner workouts on YouTube out there. Let me know in the comments if you want to know what helped me when I first started lifting weights. All of this is to say that I learned the hard way. I got sick with an incurable disease. But once I understood what movement actually does for the body, it became impossible to ignore it. It was time to prioritize it if I wanted to live a long, happy, and healthy life. I remember reading something in Super Life that stopped me. It was movement is essential for life. That means it's not optional. It's not a bonus. It is essential. And I finally understand why I didn't feel my best. Even when I thought I was healthy, my days used to be full of sitting and living a sedentary lifestyle. So I made one simple change: to intentionally move throughout the day. And it changed everything. As an example, if I don't stretch before my day begins, I feel stiff, my body starts to cramp, and overall, I feel low energy. Now, on top of my morning and evening stretch routines, I also try to stretch throughout the day. All you need is a minute or two. Reach up and take a deep breath. Hold and exhale as you lower your arms. You'll feel better already, trust me. During COVID, working from home gave me a chance to rethink movement. As I mentioned earlier, I bought a sit-stand desk and eventually a walking pad that fits right under perfectly. It's nothing intense. It's just slow walking while I was working. It goes like 2 miles per hour max. But my energy began to improve, my stiffness reduced, and my stress leveled out. It was as if my body was saying thank you for working with me. The way I got started into working out, I didn't think it would be a good idea to be all intense at the beginning. Remember, Rome wasn't built overnight. I needed a sustainable movement routine, something that I could continue for life, regardless of what age I was. And I also didn't want to risk injuring myself. So I started with the basics. Ready? Morning stretches became a non-negotiable, which helps me wake up my body and my mind. Daily walks on that walking pad, and I try to get about 7 to 10,000 steps a day. Some days I get less and some days I get more, and that's okay. Consistency is what matters most over perfection. Remember that. Another part of the basics included breath work. Did you know that most people only use about 30% of their lung capacity in daily life? Conscious breathing helps calm the nervous system, support the immune system, and even helps detoxify the body. These basics alone started to make a difference in my life. But healing also taught me something else. Muscle is medicine. Muscles support energy, hormones, metabolism, mitochondria, and aging well. I started with a 10-pound dumbbell set, threw on a beginner-friendly YouTube video workout, and gradually increased the intensity over time. Working out at home became another game changer. I didn't have to travel outside to get to the gym. I can just walk to my living room where I'm comfortable and alone, and it allowed me the flexibility to match my energy depending on the day. Now I lift 2 to 3 times a week, and now I'm up to a 15-pound dumbbell set. It's not about perfection. It's about consistency. One thing I wish more people knew about is this. Variety isn't just fun. It's actually biologically important to switch up the types of exercises that you do. Different movement supports different systems. Here are some examples. Strength training. It helps with building muscles, your metabolism, and your bones. Walking helps with lymphatic drainage and stress relief. Pilates improves posture, core strength, and flexibility. Cardio helps your heart, your lungs, your mood, and your sleep. And yes, dancing counts. And rest helps repair our bodies, balances hormones, and controls inflammation. Some days I don't sweat. Some days I just get my steps in. And some days my body says, no thank you. And now I listen without judgment. Rest isn't the opposite of movement. It's part of the medicine. Movement has improved my sleep in ways I did not expect. I fall asleep easily, I stay asleep through the night, and I wake up feeling like I actually slept. One of my big game changers when it comes to sleep as well is getting earplugs. As a sensitive sleeper, it's totally worth it. If you take anything away from this video, let it be this. Movement is part of my overall medication prescription. It supports every system in my body. It helps it to heal. It helps with aging well. It connects me back to who I am. And most of all, it helps me feel good from the inside out. You don't need to overhaul your life. Start with one step at a time. Literally, put one foot ahead of another. Your body will thank you. If this video inspired you to bring more movement into your life, I think you'll love the other pieces of my healing journey too. Whether it's nutrition, mindset, or the small habits that changed my health, they're all connected. Check out my other videos on my Jibaba Avocado channel, and I hope you'll join me in the next video. And before you go, don't forget to download your free 30 habits to improve your life, available on my Stand store to help you jumpstart your own healing journey. Thank you for watching. I'm Melissa, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.